This is really happening. The US is becoming the first country to declare war on micro and nanoplastics. Now, to my mind, it's way more sensational than the fly-by-the-moon of the Artemis 2 missions, announced by U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, Administrator Lee Zeldin and U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, Secretary Robert F. Kennedy, Jr. STOMP, Systematic Targeting of Microplastics, is a first-of-its-kind nationwide initiative to build a comprehensive toolbox for measuring, researching, and removing microplastics and nanoplastics, MNPs, from the human body. This is a long-awaited and hugely important step to deal with micro and nanoplastics, and it perfectly echoes what scientists at Alatra Global Research Center were discussing at the recent conference in the European Parliament.
You have just heard about the problems that nanoplastics cause for ecosystems, human health, and climate. Now allow me to turn to the main question. What do we do next? What steps can we take right now? First, we lack unified European standards for monitoring plastic particles under 10 microns. Each research group uses its own methods, its own classification criteria. Therefore, we cannot compare data from different studies from different countries. We cannot create a comprehensive picture of nanoplastic distribution across Europe. Imagine if each country would be measuring temperature using its own scale. We have to develop these standards. We also lack standardized protocols for studying health impacts. We have no unified methodology for assessing the effects of nanoplastic on the human body. Some scientists study effects on liver, others on lungs, yet another on brain. But all use different approaches. Without some unified protocols, we cannot obtain reliable and reproducible results for making informed decisions. Third, we lack comprehensive studies that would evaluate and compare the impact of nanoplastics from all angles. Here, I would like to highlight the Horizon Europe research topic that was published last year about advancing knowledge on the impact of micro and nanoplastics on human health as a good step in this direction. And fourth, there are no requirements for including nanoplastics in climate research. Science climate models still do not account for this factor. We study the influence of CO2, methane, aerosols, but we completely ignore nanoplastics, which can significantly affect climate processes. This is a serious gap in our scientific methodology, and therefore we think it is necessary to adapt climate models so they properly account for nanoplastic pollution. It is also important to grow public awareness of the micro and nanoplastic pollution topic. Studies on micro and nanoplastics impacts on health are increasingly being discussed in social media. The Eurobarometer survey from 2020 has shown that 94% of Europeans care about protection of natural environment